Well, after a cold start to the day, we rebounded pretty nicely, got to 49 degrees, which was warmer than yesterday, right near where we should be for this time of the year. And by the way, that sunset was at 5:49 p.m. in 2 weeks. Daylight savings begins, which means at 2 a.m. the clocks go an hour ahead, which means in 2 weeks we see our first post 7 p.m. sunset of the year. Certainly some exciting news right there, but certainly the temperature today was a nice change of pace from much of last week. This is the warmest temperature that we saw since a week ago. Much of last week spent in the 30s for high temperatures and even a couple days in the 20s. Now, of course, Wednesday is when we had that snowfall. So a nice change of wardrobe for this week because we expect much of this time in the 50s and even a couple of 60s for the daytime high temperatures. So a nice warming trend certainly going to be on the way. Right now, though, it's a bit chilly. We got temperatures in the lower 30s out there, 30 in Salisbury, 33 right there in Georgetown. It's 32 degrees right there in Ocean City, and we should be dropping into the upper 20s, a lot of us, for those low temperatures. And right now, we just have a weak upper-level disturbance that's passing through. It's producing a few clouds, and I can't see any weather stations reporting any of this reaching the ground, so I don't think we have any issues with snow flurries for tonight. But again, we'll have the clouds in place before we once again clear out for tomorrow and get a lot of sunshine on our neck of the woods. But we're paying attention to this feature right here, an area low pressure in the northern plains. That's going to dive towards the east, and a warm front is going to be moving along with it as well. And that's going to allow for our winds tomorrow to shift out of the south. And that's what's going to allow for our temperatures to warm up into the lower 50s for those daytime high temperatures, with the cold front moving behind it by the time we get to Tuesday. It could produce a few rain showers to our north. So you see how this plays out on Futurecast. 6 a.m. Monday, looking at sunny skies, chilly temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. A nice sunny day on the way for your Monday. High temperatures rising into the lower 50s. It's going to feel pretty good out there. Now Tuesday, we're going to have a few more clouds come to the mix. We'll call it a partly sunny day, and we'll have some rain showers passing to our north. So I do think we will keep it on the dry side, and it's going to be warm. The interior locations could be rising into the lower 60s with a nice southerly breeze out there. But again, not as much sunshine, clouds mixing with that sun, but I do think we will keep it on the dry side. So here's how the temperature trend goes. We're forecasting 61 for Tuesday, 58 on Wednesday, and then 64 degrees right now is the current forecast for Thursday. These are going to be temperatures ahead of a strong cold front that's going to be moving through during the day on Thursday. And right now we're pretty much forecasting consensus on the front moving in later in the day. So the showers should hold off until late afternoon, and this is kind of consensus on both the European and American model. GFS is still a little bit earlier with that, but I do think it will move in later in the day, which means we allow our temperatures ahead of the front to spike well into the lower 60s. And then once this front kicks on through, we'll get a few showers later in the day through the overnight. And then it does get noticeably cooler by the time we get to the weekend, but not too cold. I do think we'll see 50s and eventually 40s by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday, respectively. Tonight will be pretty cold, though, 26 to 31 degrees. It'll be nice tomorrow, 49 to 54 degrees, a good amount of sunshine. Again, a few more clouds on Tuesday, but it will still feel very nice out there with temperatures around 60 degrees. 58 on Wednesday, a mostly sunny sky, mostly cloudy on Thursday with a chance for showers. I'm thinking later in the day at this point, so a high temperature of 64 degrees. And it gets a bit cooler by the time we get to the weekend, especially by Sunday, where high temperatures will be at 45 degrees. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.